Here's a high school sports focus clip from 2001 with the Clayton Valley Eagles baseball team and our son, Ryan Wilkins, and his teammates.
A moment of silence before the championship game between Ignacio Valley and Clayton Valley. The Eagles from Clayton Valley with a runner at third and a runner at first. Hit and run, Ryan Wilkins finds the spot left empty and bounces it through. Zach Arthur scores, and Clayton Valley was on its way. Then with runners at third and second, Sam Carter slaps a single to left. Arthur scores to make it 4-0 Clayton Valley, and their fans were happy about that. Later, it's Greg Garchar with a bomb to deep center field. It drops. Garchar heads to third for a triple. But watch closely here as the ball gets away. The Clayton Valley team giving no help at all. Look at him. The ball is out of place, or Garchar is allowed to come in to score. Meantime, Adam Elliott in relief of Ryan Wilkins. He strikes out 7 batters in 3 innings as Clayton Valley wins the Alhambra Easter Classic. 14-1 was the final. The win improved the Eagles' record to 13-3 on the season as Clayton Valley prepares to re-enter a very tough Bay Valley League race. The tight divisional battle and this week's tournament win were among the topics of conversation Thursday as the guys met up with Mike Delfino at WNS Goodyear Tire in Martinez.
All right, Robert, thank you very much. Mike Delfino out of WNS Tire Incorporated in Martinez, a proud member of the Goodyear family. And joining me today, the newly crowned champions of the Alhambra Baseball Easter Classic, the Eagles of Clayton Valley. Clayton Valley enjoying a fine season this year. They're 13-3 overall, 4-2 in a very competitive Bay Valley League. And I'm joined now by senior Sam Carter. And Sam, talking about this tournament, you guys certainly had a lot of hitting, a lot of pitching. Had to feel pretty good to come through this week, didn't it?
Yeah, we had a lot of good pitching. We rely on our pitching, so that's what we were looking forward to. We count on that every time we come out. So in hitting, you know, we were in a slump lately, and we came out big this tournament. You know, it was real clutch, I guess you could say.
Okay, up next is senior pitcher Ryan Wilkins. And Ryan, you got the start in the championship game. Had to feel pretty good getting the start in such a big game and pitching awfully well.
Oh, definitely. It felt very good to get the start in the championship game. I know that we had been working very hard all week to be able to take this championship, and I was just glad to be there for my team. It was a really exciting experience for me.
Now, you guys playing such a tough league, the Bay Valley League, you guys, De La Salle, Deer Valley, Antioch, just a few of the teams in a real tight race. And what's that like, having to prepare each day for a tough game? I mean, you have a tough schedule coming up next week. You know, you play a good team, whether you win or lose, you got to be prepared 2 days later to come back. Now, what's that like?
Oh, it's extremely tough. I mean, it's extremely tough on the pitching, and I think that's really what separates us from the rest of the teams in the league is our depth and our pitching. I mean, we have me and Adam Elliott and Jason Meredith, and we're able to go deep into ball games and able to save ourselves for the tough teams. Like next week against De La Salle and Antioch, that's really what's going to separate us between them is because they just don't have our depth. But it's really tough, especially for the hitters, to keep up against the tough pitching that we're going to face week in and week out.
Okay, finally joining me is third-year head coach Bob Ralston. And, Coach, we talked a little bit about how tough the league was. You guys are 2 games out, a lot of baseball still to be played. What's it going to take for you guys to win this thing?
Well, we're going to have to continue to pitch and play good defense, and that's been our strength all season. And, you know, hitting's contagious, and we hit the ball real well this tournament, and hopefully it carries over into our league play. You know, we are in a tough league, but I think that if we can make the North Coast Section playoffs, I think we have a good chance of going far into the tournament because we have our pitching depth. So we're just hoping to play real hard and continue to play well and see what happens.
And as we touched on briefly with Ryan, you have De La Salle and Antioch next week. Obviously a big week for you guys. Yes,
De La Salle and Antioch both have strong programs, very good pitching. So we're going to have to scrap for runs, and obviously we're going to have to make all the plays and throw strikes, and hopefully we'll come out on top.
All right, Coach, best of luck to you guys.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
All right, there you have it. The Clayton Valley Eagles getting ready to continue a very tough Bay Valley League schedule. That'll do it from WNS Tire Incorporated in Martinez. I'm Mike Delfino. Clayton Valley, take it away.
Good up, fellas. All right, Dirty Birds on 3. 1, 2, 3, Dirty Birds!
Robert, back to you. Classic. The Eagles of Clayton Valley. Clayton Valley enjoying a fine season this year. They're 13.
We were in a slump lately, and we came out big this tournament. You know, it was real clutch, I guess you could say.
Third and a runner at first. Hit and run. Ryan Wilkins finds the spot left empty and bounces it through. Zach Arthur scores.
The Eagles of Clayton Valley. Clayton Valley enjoying a fine season this year. They're 13-3 overall, 4-2 in a very competitive.
Been working very hard all week to be able to take this championship, and I was just glad to be there for my team. It was a really exciting experience. We have me and Adam Elliott and Jason Meredith, and we're able to go deep into ball games and able to save ourselves for the tough team.
Look at him. The ball is out of place, or Garcher is allowed to come in to score.
Of Clayton Valley. Clayton Valley. Pitcher Ryan Wilkins, and Ryan, you got the start in the championship game. Had to feel pretty good getting the start in such a big game and pitching awfully well.
Oh, definitely. It felt very good to get the start in the championship game.